I'll bring that information back to the owner.
All right, so I think we're just gonna get going here for Barre class. Welcome. I am Jena, teaching Barre here from my home little workout space. And you need a chair. I suppose I didn't say that. Make sure you have a chair, a couch, something that you can go up against and use for balance. And then you will need a pillow or a towel, a bath towel folded up, or if you have a playground ball laying around, you never know. I have quite a few different balls and things like that. Good morning, Jamie. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's get going. We are going to start on the ground here, laying down, and I'm going to actually turn this a little bit in case someone chats with me. I can then see that. I think I might have to peek up. You guys are much higher than me right now. So we're going to start on the ground, laying down, relaxing onto that side. That bottom leg is going to stay straight. And I want you to start pulling the top toes, or the toes of the top leg up that inner thigh, and then just push them away. Pull in and then push away. In and out. So kind of pointing your toes as you come in and flexing and turning those toes up towards the ceiling as you go down. Pushing out. So if we were standing on the ground right now, you'd be like in that little V stance here. Pull and push. Up and down. Up and down. Happy Friday, sunshine. Hope you all get out and enjoy it today. We are being pretty blessed here with our weather in Minnesota lately. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. That top leg's just gonna start to come up and down. If you're just joining me for Barre class, I need you to go find a bath towel and roll it up. Grab a couch pillow perhaps, or a playground ball that's somewhat squishy. One of those items, and bring that back to your spot. Make sure you have a chair for balance and stability, and we're also going to be doing some things with the chair. Maybe it's a couch ottoman. Maybe it is the side of your couch or something like that. So now we're going to go ahead and keep that front hand on the ground, driving the knee in, and then just reaching back like you're going to kick the wall behind you, pulling in and back. Really glue this bottom leg to the floor. Let's try to keep that leg in line with the hip. Try not to let that knee drop down. Okay, so you keep the outer thigh, hip area engaged the entire time. Pulling in and pushing back. All right, pull and push, pull and push. We can go to the music, right? Push and pull, push and pull. Give me 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, that side should be nice and warmed up. Give it a little hug in here. If you don't like putting the weight of your head onto your hand, you can certainly lie down onto that upper arm. We're going to stay on the side just for a little bit longer. Okay, so hand in front. We're now going to bring a straight leg forward and back. If you need to bend the bottom knee slightly to help with your kickstand, that's fine. It's just more important that you're pushing the leg into the ground to stabilize while you're doing this motion. Whether it's straight or bent is kind of up to you. Straight means you're going to have to use that core a lot more. You're going to feel like a fish out of water. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are going to roll it all the way over onto the other side here. So again, resting your head into your hands or down here. This feels a little bit more comfortable. We're using that top arm for stability. We're going to start to pull those tippy toes up, that inner thigh, and then press down. Pull, press. press. Pull and press. And push. Breathe through this motion here. Exaggerate. Get it up as high as you can. We're really not letting the pelvis fall back behind us. We're still trying to keep it somewhat stacked. Good. I've got this wonderful speaker, but it's very touchy as far as volume. Keep going. All right. Pulling in, pushing out. Let's go for 2 more. Last one. Stacking the hips against straight leg. You're just lifting and lowering that leg. I'm not rotating my pelvis to go higher. I'm keeping my pelvis pretty stacked and just going as far as my outer thigh lets me, inner thigh, I should say. I'm gluing this bottom leg to the ground. Don't forget, you can be here if that wrist starts to get a little bit tired, holding your leg up. If your shoulder doesn't allow you to be here, go ahead and bend the elbow. Lots of options. Play around with that body. We're going to really stabilize with that front hand. You're going to bend that hip and knee, touch that knee to the elbow, keep it in line, and think about pushing your heel to the wall behind you. Pulling in and push. Pull in and push. Again, pressing the outside of that bottom leg into the floor. Everything is active here. Turn it on. Push and pull and push and pull. Keeping that leg level with your hip. Yes, you're feeling it. Yes, you're working those muscles. Don't get lazy and skim that knee along the floor. All right, straight leg, here we go. Push. Can I touch the wall behind me? Yep, I did it. Woo, touch. Pull in. Straight leg, remember you can bend this knee here to help stabilize a little bit. You straighten it, you're gonna get the core involved more. You straighten everything. Woo! Now you're really working. We've got about 4 more on this side. 3 and 2 and 1. Pull that in, just stretch it out. Good. And we're going to bring it to a seated position here. Okay. Soft little bend in your knees. Okay. Toes can be pointed or turned up, and we're just going to start to round through the spine. Roll and lift. Roll and lift. Roll. You can grab the back of those legs if you want. Thinking about scooping that body as you go back. You're going to start to go a little bit lower here. Going down and up. Roll it back and up. Use those arms to help you here at the beginning as you start to get everything firing. Pressing those heels into the ground as you roll back and come back up. Don't let those legs lift up if you can. Keep them down right now. Good. Let's go for 5, 4. My ears are away from my shoulders. 3. Exhale up. 2. And 1. Good. Shaking those legs out a little bit. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You are going to find your object. Remember, it is a bath towel, folded and rolled. It is maybe a couch pillow, kind of a fun couch pillow, huh? Or it's going to be a playground ball. I'm going to use my playground ball. I just want to make sure there's no more chats. Good. Okay. So grabbing your ball, placing it right in between, or your couch pillow, placing it in between just to create a little space. Okay, if your couch pillow or whatever you have is super narrow, see if you can't fold that So you have a little squishiness to it, okay? All right, so here we are. We are now going to engage those inner thighs a little bit more. And our knees and hips are bent more, leaning back. This is your end position. We're not going any higher than here. So I want you to lean back to your arms are straight. And now you're going to go down and then right to there. So fingertips will line up with the outsides of the knees. That's the top point. And then they'll come back, middle thigh, and then up. Roll down, curl it up. Roll down, curl it up. How about that pillow? Are you squeezing it? If not, please begin. Curl down, come up. I asked nicely, you can do it. Drive those heels into the ground. They want to come up to help you. Push them down. I know that's hard. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to go ahead and lay it all the way down. Keep your body between your knees, whether it's your pillow or your towel. Fluff it back up if you need to. My knees and my toes are going to be slightly turned out. No one is rolling in. Take those thighs, woo, peel them open. So from here, you're going to have your thighs over your hips. If your legs don't go straight, you can do a soft bend in your knees. From here, we're going to start drawing a little circle on the ceiling. Okay? Drawing a little circle. Remember, your knees don't go straight, bend them. The circles are being made by the thigh bone, whether your knees are straight or whether they're bent. But if they're straight, your toes and knees are peeled apart and you are squeezing. You're still going the same direction. You're bracing here nice and strong. Get that neck long as well. Try not to let the chin pressed up. And now switch directions, please. Oh, feel those inner thighs screaming at you right now. Small little circles. Keep going, keep going. I just want to make sure, yep, okay. Can never tell if there's anyone in there. Keep going in that direction for 3 more. 2, and 1. Go ahead and bend those knees. Place those heels on the ground with the toes turned up, all right? You're gonna scoop your pelvis using those thigh bones. So again, it's not just a straight up lift. It's a tilting the pelvis back and then scooping up. Hold those heels down and squeeze your ball or your couch cushion, whichever one it is. Okay, from here we're gonna extend one leg. Extend, let's go ahead and do some ankle pumps. Hold it here, you've got this. For 10, 9, keep scooping, don't let the hips drop. 6, toes up on that base foot. 4, 3, 2, 1. If your hamstring's cramped, you're not scooping enough and engaging enough back here. Other side, here we go. Extend, pump that ankle. Squeeze your object between your knees. Not tilted, right? Lifting, scooping. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Hug those puppies in. Give it a nice stretch. Work on that breathing here. My spine is long on the floor. Check your neck every once in a while because oftentimes our chin is going to thrust up, right? So we want to keep our neck in neutral. Good job. All right, so keeping that ball in between the knees one more time. I want your legs to come up straight, and now you're going to reach up to those lower legs. Okay, keep squeezing and make sure your knees and your toes are peeled open. And you're going to reach Up to the opposite ankle with the opposite fingertips. Reach, reach, reach. Think about grabbing something and pulling yourself up there. Squeeze that ball, please. Soft bend in your knees if you need to. For 10, 9, 8, lifting up, 7. Good, just slowly closing that space between the rib cage and the pelvis. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it out. Just take the bottoms of your feet together, and I want you to open and close those knees, just to release those inner thighs a little bit here. Open and close. You're going to take your ball or your pillow cushion or your towel, and you're going to place it between your feet, okay? And you're going to push kind of the bottoms of your feet into that object. Squeeze it. You're going to keep those knees apart. Glue those arms, okay? And now you're going to start to do like a little side to side rocking. So my core is glued to the floor, and I am moving that pelvis. Really working those obliques. If you're straining your neck, get it long. If you need to put a little something underneath your head because you have a forward tilted head posture, you might need to do that. Squeeze, squeeze. My ball's going all over because I'm squeezing more with one side than the other. Woo! Come on, you should be feeling these. 4, 4, 3, keep pulling those knees apart. 2, woo, losing the ball, and 1. Oh, take it out. Move them again. And go ahead and bring yourself up to a seated position here. We're going to end up turning ourselves over. So a couch pillow or a towel is going to work just as effective. You might want to double it up if you can, and you're going to place it behind the knee. Or if you have your ball, same concept. You pull that ball in. So whatever's going to work for you this morning, okay? I'm just going to stick with my ball. It might pop out because it's really slippery. So we're going to have the knees right underneath our hips. Oh, my hamstrings are already cramping. Knees underneath our hips when we're in this tabletop position, okay? And then we're going to take that object, whether it's your ball or whether it's your couch cushion, push it. The hands are too slippery. Sorry, I'm going with my towel. All right, so whether it's your couch cushion or your towel or your ball, putting it behind the other foot's pressing into the ground, and you're holding a strong tabletop. Okay, we are going to do carts here, and then we'll come down with our forearms. For now, everyone up, and you are lifting that knee level with your hip. Push it up there. Avoid letting it rotate out. Come straight in line, and push, push. Squeeze that glute. Try not to lean into that hip. 10, 11, 12, 13. Keep going. For 5, 4, squeeze it. 3, solid here, right? 2, and 1. Woo! Whatever leg you just got done working, I want you to place that out in front of you. Still using that back leg as a kickstand. And you're just going to reach forward and stretch that guy out a little. And bring it back up. We're going to go to that other side. So keeping the knees underneath the hips, the other leg that's staying stationary down. You heard me say this is stationary. As your leg goes up, if you're using your back too much, you're gonna arch. Pull in and stabilize everything. I should be able to sit on your back and it's not gonna move. Here we go, up, up, squeeze. Press that shin into the ground as hard as you can. Remember, I do not give you your workout. You give yourself your own workout. You earn the benefits and the outcome by how much effort you put into this. I will never carry that weight on my shoulders as a health professional. Squeeze. I'm giving you those tips. Press that shin in. Brace harder. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, pelvis doesn't move. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Take that leg up that you just worked out in front and go ahead and lean forward a little bit. Hands can be on the thigh if that feels better. Perhaps your fingertips are able to come to the floor. Just getting a little lengthening in the back of that leg. We're going back one more time to this leg. All right, so you're gonna place your couch pillow or your towel back into in between your leg here. This time we're gonna bring the forearms to the ground. Do not let your elbows come in together. So let's stop spending so much time in internal rotation. How about you get those wrists in line with the elbows, nice and parallel across from each other, okay? Keeping the knees underneath the hips. This time we come up, then we go over, tap that lower leg, and then we come up again and down. Up, over, up, tap, up, over, up, tap, lift, pull, lift, pull, solid core. Keep squeezing your object, pulling that lower leg into the upper leg. I'm losing my object. Keep going. 7, 6, 5. How about the shin that's on the ground? Push it harder into the ground. Really use the core. 3, lift, 2, and 1. Go right to your other side. Place that object there. See if my slippery ball stays there. Get right back into your position here. Stabilize everything. Pull those abs in. Here we go. Up, over, up, pull down. Up, over, up, pull down. Lift, pull, lift, press, lift, pull, lift, press. Are you pushing your forearms into the ground, or are you just shrugging and being lazy? Come on, get some effort into it. How about the shin that's on the ground? Get it activated. Push it down. If you push it into the ground, it's going to help you pull in your abs. Up, over, up. No shifting into that hip of the leg that's on the ground. Check it. Make sure that thigh is straight up and down. You are on your last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. If you think that that is just glute work, you are mistaken. A lot of bracing through your core. Go ahead and bring yourself to a standing position. Your pleasure, right? Sick of being on the ground. So we're gonna find our chair. Okay, nice stable, or this might be at the front of your couch or a bench. Something that's, you know, whatever you have, knee levels, mine slightly below, right? Can be a little higher. We're all gonna place our hand onto our object. I want those wrists right underneath the shoulder. Check this back out, right? We don't wanna round over. Everyone needs to think about zipping up, like I always remind you, zip up the front of your body, zip down the back. So when we zip down the back, we go a little engagement in our glutes. Okay, so I'm gonna zip down my back, zip up the front of my body, and I am solid. You can come and sit on my back. Bring those feet close together, please. Soft bend in the knees, and you're gonna just bring one leg back, and we are lifting, and lifting, and lifting. We're gonna keep this knee bent for now. Lift, lift. There's really not a lot of weight on my arms, okay? I want you to try to keep those arms straight underneath the shoulders. If all you have is a couch and your hands are sinking in your cushion, just roll that cushion up if you have that option and just put your hands right on the solid springs. Lift, lift. You're gonna hold this up now. Now try to straighten that base leg. You're gonna rotate to the side and pull the heel. Try to keep the chest facing your couch or your chair while you rotate through this hip socket, okay? Out and in. You're bringing out your spine here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg back. Square everything up with your chair again. Everyone's gonna lift off their chair. Fingertips are just there for balance. There is no weight into your hands. Okay, from here, lift, lift. If you want it harder, go ahead and reach, reach. Harder yet, both. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Woo! You are done. Stand it up. Oh, hug that baby in. I have no head. Other side. All right, reset everything. Shoulders are back, ears away from the shoulders. Soft little bend in my knees. And then what am I doing? Pulling in and just giving it a little bit of a tuck back there. Okay, extend the other leg. Lift, lift. Barely any weight on those hands. Keep going, some things to keep working on. Okay, this foot on the ground, the toe might go out, the knee might come in. We need to start aligning everything and forcing those appropriate muscles to fire to stabilize. Keep on lifting. This knee is bent still. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to straighten out that knee and you're going to rotate the hips slightly, but don't let the chest rotate with it. Pull in, extend, pull, extend. Check this leg. Knee wants to come in. Push it out. If you have a band attached across from the inside of your knee, you're pulling that band out using all these muscles here on the outside of your legs. These are the things that are going to help you get stronger in your cross your knee joint and your hips. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down, okay? Soft bend in this knee again. Everyone lifts up to their fingertips. There's really no weight on there. And here we go. We start to lift again. Lift, lift. You can go ahead and do opposite arm. Or both arms. Woo! Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. My form was really getting bad, so I had to put that other arm back down. Go ahead and start hugging in, stretching them out. Good. Nice little glute work. All right, so turn in your chair or standing to the other side, whichever you can. We're gonna go into our little V stance, right? We're not forcing anything, okay? If you were to just take your feet together, stand up tall, and just turn your toes out, that's your V, that's it. You're not forcing anything, okay? So then we're gonna take them further apart, keeping in that same position, all right? Using that chair for balance, I want you to start to drive the knees out. Take a peek. Are your knees coming on the inside of your ankle, right? If so, you need to work on peeling them out a little bit, or maybe you need to turn your toes in a little bit. If your toes are out, but your knees cannot track over your toes, they're too far. So we're coming down and up, down and up. Chair is an option, holding those arms out strong, okay? Last week we worked on putting those arms onto a shelf, okay? I want you to think about holding on to 50-pound dumbbells in each hand, and you're just holding. You're contracting those deltoids, those shoulders. I mean, you're still using those back muscles to stay tall, but hold them. Hold them strong. Whether that's pretty ballet hands, right? Pointed fingers, or gymnastics hands, or a fist, whatever works best for you. All right, you can always have this hand down here at any time for balance. So we are gonna now, as we go down, our heels are gonna float away from the floor. This is where you might need that chair for balance, or the wall. Heels float away. Every time you come in, can you imagine that ball is still there, or your pillow, and squeeze? Can you try to contract the buns a little bit back there? Heels up. Keep going. We are going to now bring this next one down and hold. Here's where you might need your balance object. Okay? See if you can get those heels a little higher. See if you can pulse. Come on, you've got this. Can I get rid of my chair again? Uh-oh. Woo! Come on. It's a really big ball, and you're squeezing, using the inner thighs, but you're still tucking. Are you zipped up? Oh, did you get lazy on me? Did you drop your arms? Come on, get it all working. Oh, those heels are dropping, aren't they? Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Don't leave me hanging. 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way up and down. Shake them out. Keep rolling. I minimized everything today, so I get paranoid if someone's talking to me and I'm gonna miss it. I don't trust technology. I'm horrible with it, right? All right, so using that balance object again, turn the toe out to the side slightly. You're peeling that thigh open as much as it'll allow you, with your pelvis still here. Soft little bend. You are lifting, and bringing it up. You're gonna come out and tap it. Bring it up and down, straight up and down and out and over, up and back, up and down, over and back, up, over, up, sorry, up, arch, arch, straight up, arch, arch it back, straight up, over, let it burn, you got this, straight up, over, one more, over, straight up, last one arch, last one back, switch it to that other side, turning that foot out slightly, soft little bend in your knees, your knee and your hip a little bit, but then your pelvis is forward. Pointing this leg, solid, why not, right? Up tall, tucking slightly, lift it, over, over, straight up, over. I'm not just thinking about lifting that lazy dead leg. I am pulling that puppy up, pulling it and pressing, pulling it and pressing. Lift and press, up and over. This is where your legs are gonna get strong. Doing the motions are part of it, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and preach this one until I'm blue in the face. Contract, because I know what we do. We shut them off, and then we just move all over, and we compromise, right? Stay tall, lift. Create your own resistance. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know who's counting for me, but we're gonna do 3 more. Over to the side, bring it back. 2. Last one. Pull and over and back. Wiggle them out. So you're going to go ahead and come to your chair or your bench, and we're going to have a little seat, a little sit. Hands are going to wrap around the outside edge, and I want everyone to scooch their hips behind them, okay? So you're kind of leaning forward, okay? Shoulders back and pinned, and you're going to press up and then drop down. It's not a tricep dip, right? Where hips are back here, down, and we lift, tap your buns, lift, tap your buns, press, little bend in the elbow, check the shoulders. Are you rounding over to do this? And it defeats the purpose, okay? Zip up the front, zip down the back, get that head in neutral, press, pull, press. Now this next one, you're gonna hold it. Can you lift one foot or both feet off the ground? You got this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Shake them out. I woo for you because I know it's hard. Woo woo. All right. Find your little object, and we're going to go ahead and come to the floor. Whether that's your ball or your pillow. All right, coming all the way down. We are now going to place that object between the inner thighs again, but this time they're both going to move together. So get your hips stacked right on top of each other. Whenever I say that, this is what I mean. So if I was laying on this hip, the other hip stacked. Oftentimes this is what happens. This hip stays here, and then I rotate that guy, and you'll kind of roll onto your front of your thigh, or it'll go back, right? So that's what I mean by hips stacked, okay? It helps because you have that object between, creating space. Ideal position, this arm is extended, so you're really working on your flexibility here, resting your head. If you need to, again, elbow in front, or maybe you're here working on getting it stretched. If it doesn't reach the ground, you are that tight in the long head of your triceps, all those muscles in the back of the arm and the lats. All right, here we are. Stabilize. Can you lift? Give me a little lift. Feel those guys on the side. We're only going for 8 more. 7, 6. You're squeezing the ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're all gonna roll onto our belly. Keep your ball between your thighs, okay? Rest your forehead onto your hands. Squeeze your ball and lift, lift, lift. 8, 7, 6. Peel those knees and toes apart. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You should have felt that anywhere from here down. Roll it onto your other side. You can just face the other wall. I'm turning to face you. Lay it down, whatever position. Here we go, up. 6, 5, check those hips. 4, some of you are bending, I guarantee it. 3, 2, 1. Lay on your back. Roll it down. Squeeze your inner thighs, turn the toes and knees apart. Stabilize here. Remember, you need to scoop with your thighs. I just braced my core. My back is gently melting into the ground. Here I go. Lift, lift, lift. Pelvis is solid. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have to go back to that other side again. Make it another full circle. This time, if you can, if your shoulder allows you, you're going to, move down. You're going to stack everything. Your head is right in between your arms. You're going to feel like a fish out of water. All right, so everything is working here to help stabilize. To lift for 10, 9, head neutral. 8, go back to that first position if you need to. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it over. This time, you're either here or arms are in a V, head is neutral. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 6. Think about your body getting longer as you go up. 4, 3, no shrugging. 2, and 1. Woo! Roll it over onto that other side. Keep your pillow in between those legs. Squeeze everything here and go. 10, 9, 7, 6. Oh, one side is so easy. 4, 3, 2. Even my body's imbalanced. Last one. Now, if last time you felt like you just could not keep that back on the ground, then let's go ahead and bend those knees slightly to help your glutes and your abs. Otherwise, you are scooping the pelvis, so your hip bones go up towards the ceiling, right? And you're squeezing your glutes, bracing here. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, neck is long. 4, 3, 2, And one. Whew. I won't make us go around another circle, another round. Just hug them in a little bit. Okay, one last hip lift. We're gonna keep working those inner thighs today. Okay, on this one, I want you, instead of having your toes up, I want you to have the balls of the feet pressing into the ground. So however far apart, just know, and this is whichever one you want to do, the further away from your hips you go, the more you're going to kind of put some pressure on those hamstrings, tension I should say. The closer you come, you'll be able to kind of get those glutes engaged more. Heels up, okay, shoulders down. Actually, let's everyone bring their hands up to the ceiling and drive down. So you're pulling something from the ceiling and holding it there. Scoop your pelvis, and we're gonna lift and tap it down. Keep those heels lifted. And we don't just have this object here between our inner thighs for fun, right? We're squeezing it. You're pulling from the ceiling the entire time. Oh, it's easy, you said? Okay, here we go. Left leg only. Down, lift. 8, 7, 6, heels lift. 5, 4, who said it was easy? 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down, other leg. Here we go, heel up. 10, 9, squeeze, no rotation. 8, 7, hips going straight up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're not done. Reset, reset, scoop up. Here, now squeeze, 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 squeeze. Heels lifted. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, let it go and shake her on out. I didn't make you put your heels up on your chair though, did I? All right, let's bring it to a standing position again. Grab a sip of water on your way. Thanks, Paula. Let's come to our little chair again for balance. I'm gonna get my head in the picture again, if you really want to see it, fine. So we're gonna have one foot facing our chair. We're gonna kind of use that chair or push inward. If you want to come way down here, you can. So this is my chair bottom, right, or my seat. That's fine, I'll show you what we're doing. So we're gonna kind of push off this leg and then lift, set it down. So we're almost like in that warrior position, right? Here though, or here, we push out this leg and lift. Push out that leg and lift. Your hand can even be on your thigh if you want. Or you can rest it on your chair bottom. My arms and legs are so long. It's up and then down, up. All these different variations. So we're pressing and then lifting. Press and lift. Let's go for 10, 9. Take a peek. Is your knee going in? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch it to the other side. Toe towards your chair. This toe forward. Again, kind of in your warrior stance here. or here, or here, okay? Finding out where you need to be. Give the first couple little trial here to know how far out you need to be. Notice how our legs want to just come in here. We want to sit long when we go down. Whoosh. Control it down. 7, 6, check that knee, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake them on out. We didn't do a lot of lower legs and feet, and I love doing those. That's what I look forward to, because as much as it aggravates them while we're doing it, it feels so good when we're done. Pedal them out. Good, pulling one heel up, pressing the other, slight little bend into our trunk or our pelvis. Good, bring both heels down, sit into your little chair, drive those knees forward, tuck that tailbone under, brace hard as you can here, and you're going to lift the heels up, folding at the toes. Break through some of that calcification you have going on in the toes. I know it's not fun to talk about it, but I mean, some of us have onions. This is gonna break that stuff up. Break it up and let your body just absorb that calcium and get rid of it. Pull. Pull through the toes. You're stretching out all of those muscles in the back side of your feet, getting them strong. Now let's hold those heels up, and we're gonna take it into the thighs, right? We're coming up, squeeze your buns, and scoop. And then just come down. Up, down, up, down. Heels lifted. You're on the base of the foot, on those toes. 3, squeeze. 2, and 1, sit those heels down. We're just gonna drive the hips to the back of your mat. Push down. At no time did you release these muscles. Blowing up, that's why I'm always forcefully exhaling. I just don't like to push a bunch of hot air around. I like to exhale, to brace. Go for 4, 3, hips back, 2, and 1. Oh, good work. Have a seat onto the floor. And I'm gonna have us bring one foot, one leg in front, one leg back. And you're gonna lean over to the side. So my left leg's in front, so my left arm is gonna be here. You're gonna concentrate on this back foot, and we're gonna mobilize the hip here at the end of our workout. So we're gonna lift that foot up and then tap it down. So if you're not quite sure what's happening, because I have these fun leggings on, they might just kind of camouflage, right? Up and down. Oh, but Jenna, mine doesn't go up very much. Well, that's because you don't have a lot of internal rotation in your hip joint, okay? Neither do I. My foot should come way up and way down. So we're not rotating like this, we're just rotating that thigh bone in that hip socket. Let's go for 3 more, because you've been practicing this whole time. 2, and 1. You guys thought I was gonna do this one again, right? From last week? No. I forgot I did that one. All right, so here we're in that same position. That hand is just outside from the hip, and concentrate on getting that back foot up and then down. Now, if you're like me, and this foot comes up much easier and just a little bit higher, doesn't feel as stuck, you know that you have rotation in your pelvis, right? So things like this are actually corrective exercises to start to get some more strength and mobility in that joint. Just doing lunges and squats is not going to be the ticket because you're just going to keep moving with that rotated pelvis the way it is. All right, we've got 2 more. And 1. And let's go ahead and take those legs out in front. If you need a soft little bend in your knees, then go ahead and do so. Big refreshing breath, inhale, breath up. And reach it up and out of your spine. Oh, just reach like someone is pulling you. We could do partner stuff, right? We grab each other's arms and pull, and now just let it go down. Oh, relax everything. Sliding those hands along the floor or your thighs, sitting up tall, stacking that spine. Let's do that again. Reach them out. Inhale. Exhale, up and out. Reach. Top of your head goes to that wall. Wiggle around a little bit here, even if your knees are bent. Wiggle around and stretch it forwards, each side. And then pause and re-reach with both. Let everything fall. And slide those hands. Sit up nice and tall. And let's bring the ear to the shoulder, side to side. If you're not sure, if your head is sitting out, everyone do a little chin tuck back. Get those ears over the shoulders as you go side to side. Make sure you're in good posture when you're stretching those muscles out. And some nice circles, side to side.